there's dirt on my hands.
Hello YouTube boss Rino! Welcome to my channel. So, darkest secrets sigurado na maganda to. Oo. Alam ko naman na kahit di ka nagre-request, alam kung gusto niyo to. At tawag dito, alam niyo yung maganda sa darkest secret, mga luma yung mga video niya. I mean, mga luma yung mga nakukuha na video, which is yun ang mas nakakatakot yung mga luma para sa akin. Mas may dating yung luma kasi yung mga bago na ngayon na parang edit din kasi. Bukod sa magaling siya magkwento, talagang nag-iimbestiga siya. Ang lulupit talaga ng video nito. Kaya umpisa na natin to bago patirahin ng iba.
Bedoman was just another TikTok channel with content that did not differ from many that already exist on the platform. However, when Beto Miranda, the account owner, and his partner returned from a trip, its content changed radically. Everything started with this video. Watch.
We thought it was a joke from the girl who helped us with the cleaning. We arrived from our trip and our bed was like this. Ano yan? Bumabakat, no? Pero ang daming kamay, grabe. Oh shit, patay tayo dyan.
Since then, the channel has not stopped uploading content of this type. Beto is convinced that something entered the house while they were traveling. Something that until now has refused to leave their home.
Kitang ina, ano yun? Gago, ano yun? Puta naman, oh. Naku po, may salamin. Naku po. Uy, bumukas.
Eh, pero
Putang ina ng mga gago.
sí, no manches. Sí, sí.
Gumagalaw, oh.
¡Verga!
Presently, nothing is known about the employee mentioned in the first footage. It's as if she had disappeared off the face of the earth. What has invaded their home? Tell me what you think. Number 4.
Pero hindi biro yan ganyan yung, halimbawa, ginagawa-gawa mo lang yan. Halimbawa, for content lang, tapos yung ginagamit mo yung bahay mo para sa content na may multo-multo, hindi biro yan. Hindi yan maganda. Kaya feeling ko hindi nila ginagawa yan para sa content na talagang may nangyayari yan. Ang problema, ba't di ba sila naalis?
We have previously discussed the importance that we must give to a child claiming to have an imaginary friend. These things are supposed to be nothing more than their imagination. It is something very common, but as we have experienced on this channel, those friends sometimes can turn out to be more real than they are thought to be. The mother of this girl that you see on the screen was resting in the living room of her home. Suddenly, she heard her little girl talking and laughing in her home. Suddenly, she heard her little girl talking and laughing. She seemed to be talking to someone, so the mother decided to go see, despite being almost sure that she was just playing. You never know. She entered the room, and there was the girl talking alone. She thought it was simply her imagination, until something strange happened. The woman, with her heart in her throat, could not do anything more than to take out her cell phone and record the moment that you're about to witness.
Oh, gago, hindi biro to. Tangina,
The
kinikilabutan
parents of
ako.
this little girl are still in shock by what you have just seen. There is still no explanation for this video, since they confirm that there are no windows or breeze that could allow the ball to move. From now on, they are keeping a close eye on their daughter, since they do not have the resources to move.
Para
The
sinisipa,
only
no?
thing left for them to do
Ayun,
is
wala,
to
oh.
live with whatever causes this. Number 3.
Tangina, nakakatakot. Ang galing talaga ng Darkest Secret.
The Portuguese YouTube channel, called Supernatural Persecution, specializes in the theme of urban explorations. Its members have traveled to amazing places where supposedly paranormal activities are often repeated. But they had never lived such an experience, like the one on an abandoned railway line. It was in the middle of the forest and in the dark.
Ito, napanood ko na to, pero dun lang sa mabilis na clip. Ito, may kwento talaga.
And as they advanced, they would face this.
Lahat na lang napanood ko, no? Sipag ko mag-upload, tangina eh.
E próximo, acho que uns 100 metros, mais ou menos aí. Nós já estamos chegando. Leonardo do céu! Olha o vulto branco lá, ó! Passando atrás de você, cara!
Oh. Ito yung lumilipad yung tela.
Almost throughout the entire video, they were accompanied by sounds of footsteps and cries. The worst would happen later. Unfortunately, it is not possible to see clearly, but one of the friends claimed to see a being in the middle of the train tracks. According to
Oh,
him,
shit.
it wore an outdated outfit and moved as if it were floating on the tracks. Unfortunately, in the video, we can only see part of what the friend claimed to see. Do you know what the most mysterious is? According to some locals, many years ago, a woman jumped onto the railroads after suffering an infidelity, a story that over time passed from generation to generation until it became a legend. But that as a result of this registration, it unexpectedly returned. Is this entity the spirit of that woman? Tell me what you think.
Marami nag-comment yan, yung napanood ko yan, marami nag-comment na nakatali lang daw yung tela na yun, tapos hinihigit. Yun ang sabi Pero siyempre haka-haka lang yun. Tapos na-try nyo na bang maglakad sa riles? Sarap na bata ako, sarap ako maglakad dyan sa riles kasi para kang naglalaro. Inahakbangan mo yung mga ganun-ganun. Ay, papawala na ako ng kaba.
The following clip came into my possession thanks to Bruno Franco, a subscriber who is from Mexico City, and in charge of sending me a completely inexplicable video. In his email, he says that his brother has a security camera that records everything that happens outside his house. He confesses that he hardly ever reviews the recordings of this device, until the police asked for it one night. You see, that night, a homicide had occurred.
Shit.
Shots fired from a vehicle at pedestrians.
Totoo na naman to.
The event had occurred just a few blocks away, and the police wanted to know if his camera had captured the license plate of the car that perpetrated the shots. Instead, the camera captured the following.
Boom! Nawala! Nawala, utang na sumakay sa kotse yun. Kawawa naman yung binulto yung nasa kotse.
Do you notice the figure of a person?
Nawala, oh.
Do you also notice how it seems to disappear?
Puta, nawala, oh. Tumawid pala.
The most spectacular thing is that the witnesses to this incident say that no one saw anyone running. It was a drive-by shooting where someone lost their life. Everything happened so fast that no one had time to run. No one remembers seeing anyone run. The strange thing is that the person disappears. How can this happen? Tell me what you think. Number 1.
Nakakatakot din to, no? Kasi hindi naman nag-error yung camera kasi dire-diretso yung kotse. Siya lang talaga yung nawala, eh, no? Tsaka bakit tumatakbo? Nakabahan
And
na
the
ako.
clip in charge of closing this video was sent by many of you who explicitly asked me to show it. A video that shows an alleged being.
Napanood na to. Yon! Ay, nako. Nakakatakot. Alam niyo, nakakatakot yung ano eh. Nakakatakot yung nawala. Nakakatakot. Tapos yung, ano ba yung isa? Eto, nakakatakot yung may mga kamay-kamay. Tangina, grabe. Grabe, nakakatakot. Tawag dito. Yung parang sa bahay nila, yun nga yung hindi nila kahit na gawin mong content na nasa bahay may multo, hindi magandang biro yun. Kaya piling ko totoo yun, nakakatakot talaga yun. Sobra. Pagka Darkest Secret, natatakot talaga ako ibang klase. Tsaka yung Bizarre Bob. Paborito ko yung mga yun. Ewan ko ba't ganun. Paborito ko sila eh. Takot na naman ako, hindi na mapagsalita. Kinakabahan ako eh. Kakapi kasi ako, visit eh. Tsaka gabi na naman. Ayun, maraming salamat sa panonood at hindi kayo nagsasawa. Hindi kayo nagsasawang manood. Alam ko yung iba nagsasawa na kasi araw-araw eh, 'di ba? Para tayong teleserye, araw-araw 3. Pero kung gusto yung mga talagang gusto nag-aabang ng mga video ko, hindi ako titigil araw-araw ako mag-upload. Oo, actually ano na ako, advance na ako ng 3 araw. Kumbaga, ngayon, meron na akong pang 3 araw ng upload, in-advance ko na. Kumbaga, naka-schedule na lahat. Kaya hindi tayo mauubusan. Sana hindi tayo mauubusan. Maraming salamat sa inyo at hanggang sa muli.
I came from the mud. There's dirt on my